Coming up on CPTV, we get some local perspective on climate change. The holidays officially kick off in CP this Friday, and the girls' basketball team plays too at Merrillville. CPTV is up next.
Hi, I'm Elise Hochbaum.
And I'm Olivia Bianco.
Welcome to CPTV. Sebastian Zenowitz will have your 5-day weather forecast, and Ramsey Harkness will bring us CP Sports highlights.
Here's what's happening at Crown Point High School. In recent years, the discussion on climate change has been a focal point, both in the political arena and in the media. The idea of this environmental shift has changed not only our cultural, but also our economic world, has left many people concerned about the future. Here's CPTV's Brianna Morton with more.
Climate change is a topic that has been argued many times in this past decade, whether it be fossil fuels or single-use plastic. We do know that humans seem to be the root of this growing problem.
Well, climate change is a lot of ways. There's natural climate change, but what we're talking about most that's in the news is what's called anthropogenic climate change, which is the human-caused part of climate change. As humans, we're to blame because we've done this ourselves. It's in the name of progress. We can do our best to start changing over how we get our energy. So the energy consumption is the biggest thing here, I think. I think if we wean ourselves away from burning fossil fuels and doing more renewables, so that's the biggest, hardest step. You know, electric cars, you know, we can't just be electric cars, we have to get away from coal-fired energy plants, power plants. So we need more solar and more wind, and we need a mix. And so you're trying to do things that won't hurt the environment. Everything's going to impact the environment a little bit, even wind and solar to an extent, because you're going to need land for that. But the long-term effects, you have to think about what are the long-term effects. I think the balance is there. As atmospheric scientists, we asked the models to say, what do we think the atmosphere will do? And one of the things was long-term droughts, and we can see that in places like California, where it's just exacerbated. It just gets hotter and hotter for a longer period of time.
The world is becoming more extreme. The weather becomes more erratic. Storms become stronger. They can become more frequent. You also have issues associated with sea level rise, which inundates areas. The storms will ultimately cause flooding to become more frequent. The way essentially most people live relies on that source of energy.
A lot of companies have divisions, just like you would have a financial division, research and development. They have a division that is specifically designed to go to Washington, D.C. and lobby on their behalf. So when it comes to fossil fuels and carbon emissions, you've got companies like Exxon, Shell, British Petroleum, BP, who pay a lot of money to a lot of people who are very persuasive, who go to Washington and lobby our legislators to make certain decisions not on their behalf, but in their favor.
The cause of climate change is the gases in the atmosphere, and it's coming from like cars that use too much gas. I think a lot of the younger generation already realizes the problem and is trying to help fix it, but some older generation don't.
Can we reverse the effects we've caused on the Earth? That's a question we might never know the answer to. But what we are learning is how to slow down our individual carbon footprint before it becomes too late. For CPTV, I'm Brianna Morton.
CPHS Student Council and Theater Department are teaming up again to bring back an old favorite. The CPHS Talent Show will return on Thursday, January 23rd. Any student interested in performing and trying out should sign up through the Google form sent to all students' email addresses. All entries are due December 13th, and all acts will be announced December 20th.
The CPHS Alumni Association is sponsoring a juried student and alumni art show. Here's CPTV's Rocco Jan with more info.
The Crown Point High School Alumni Association will be sponsoring a juried art show showcasing artwork from CPHS seniors and alumni alike. The show's duration will last for all of the month of February and will take place at the Crown Point Public Library. Although still a few months away, CPHS students and art teachers are already eagerly anticipating the opportunity to showcase their excellent and profound artworks.
The Crown Point Alumni Association is having an art show on February 1st to the 29th, and they are trying to unite current students, alumni, which are past graduates of Crown Point High School, and the community in an activity to support the arts. This is a juried art show, which means that money awards will be given to high school students for their artwork. And this is going to go ahead and showcase artwork by current Crown Point senior students. We encourage every senior who has any artwork that they think is artworthy ready to go ahead and submit an application, which is online, and hopefully we'll get money for that.
The art show is only open to current CPHS seniors and alumni to submit artworks. Due to it being a juried art show, not all submissions will be showcased at this event, although there are no submission fees. Cash prizes will also be awarded to winning current students during the duration of the show.
Well, I think this is a great experience for our students here at Crown Point High School to gain some exposure in the community before they graduate, especially because this is our senior students. Them and alumni together, they're going to be able to network with some of our alumni that are now artists in our community, so they're making connections for that, post-secondary plan. And I also wanted to say too that these students don't have to be in an art class. They could be any senior student that's an artist, as long as it's a 2D medium, that can hang on the wall. I think everybody's encouraged to submit.
Based on what we've seen, it is clear to see that our seniors and art teachers alike are eager to showcase their creativity. For more info on the show, be sure to visit cpaashow20.org to learn more about how you can get involved. From CPTV, I'm Rocco Jan.
We've had a nice stretch of weather these last few days, but what can we expect heading into Thanksgiving break?
You know what? It's the holidays, so I'll settle for a little colder temps as long as it's dry. Here with your 5-day weather forecast is CPTV's Sebastian Zenowitz.
Last weekend knocked out those cold and harsh conditions, bumping up temperatures into the upper 40s. But will you need to bring out those winter coats and hats again? And will we see these warmer temperatures persist into your Thanksgiving break? Well, let's take a look at where those temperatures are going to be throughout the day today. We will see some rain showers with temperatures in the upper 40s and then dropping to the upper 30s tonight, and the rain will persist throughout the night as well. For your 5-day forecast, tomorrow the high will be at 42 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Over Thanksgiving break, the temperatures will continue to stay in the lower to mid 40s. On Friday, the high will be at 43 with cloudy skies with a slight chance of rain showers. As we are heading into the weekend, we are going to see some rain showers continuing on Saturday, and the temperature will be at 45. On Sunday, the temperature will slightly drop to 41, and the rain should clear out of the area as we prepare to head back to school on Monday, which could potentially bring back that S word that we all know, snow. Other than that chance of rain, your Thanksgiving break doesn't look too bad. That's your 5-day weather forecast. Enjoy your Thanksgiving break and make sure to eat up all that turkey and stuffing. Have a great break, everyone. Olivia? Elise?
Thanks, Sebastian. The average high in the region this time of year is around 50, so we'll just be under that for the time being.
More Purdue Northwest hockey at Bulldog Park. The wrestling team kicks off their season at Portage, and the girls basketball team rolls on. Here's Ramsey Harkness with your CP Sports highlights.
On Saturday, the girls basketball team traveled to Merrillville to compete in the Duneland Northern Lake Shootout. The Dogs took on the 4-0 Warsaw Tigers in their first game, and CP couldn't give much to fall all game and would have to battle it out on defense. Sophomore guard Jessica Carruthers led all in scoring while putting up 24 points, and senior Abby Stoddard added 10 of her own. The Dogs ultimately took the game with a score of 55-43, and in the second game of the day, CP took on 0-4 Northridge. The Dogs went up early on the Raiders and never looked back, outscoring Northridge 22-10 in the first quarter and outscoring them 28-16 in the second half. Carruthers led the Dogs in scoring with 27 points, and senior Dash Shaw added 16. Lady Bulldogs moved to 5-0 in the season, earning their spot at the number 3 team in the state by the Indiana Basketball Coaches Association. On Friday night, the number 4 CP Wrestlers took on the number 17 ranked Portage Indians in their season opening match at Portage High School. The Dogs easily defeated the Indians 61-12, with freshman Logan Frazier being named Wrestler of the Night and senior Matt McElroy earning the Pin of the Night. And lastly, the Purdue Northwest men's hockey team played 2 more games at Bulldog Park this weekend. facing Missouri State University on both Friday and Saturday. PNW lost a close game Friday night, falling 6-5 to the Bears, but on Saturday it was all Missouri. Once again, Purdue was dominated on the boards and just couldn't gain control of the puck on the other end of the ice. The Bears outshot the Lions 41-29 with the Missouri State goalie Graham Nave making 28 saves on the day. MSU also outpaced Purdue on the ice with quick passing. Missouri State took the win on Saturday 5-1, and these were Purdue's final 2 games at Bulldog Park for the season, and they'll be on the road for the rest of the way until their home rink is completed in Hammond next year. And that's it for sports.
To kick off the holiday season, the city of Crown Point will host their annual tree and tank lighting ceremony this Friday starting at 5:30. The mayor will get things going, and there will be plenty of opportunities for sipping hot drinks, photo ops, and to hear some live holiday music. The CPHS choir will also be in attendance as they do their part to usher in the holiday season. With Thanksgiving being so late this year, it feels as if the holidays are going to fly by. As a result, many CP families got their holidays started a few weeks ago by setting up their decorations and heading off to the Chris Kindle Market in Chicago. What are a couple things you could do to jump into the winter? Here's CPTV's Sam Massey with a couple ideas.
Northwest Indiana is getting into the festivities early this holiday season, so let's see some of the things that you may be skating into in this cold weather.
So first we set out to Bulldog Park to get a whiff of how they're already getting into the holiday spirit.
It's definitely like a huge, everybody loves to ice skate. It's a huge holiday thing, and this brings the community together because it's such a big rink, and there's so many opportunities to go and skate because we're open Thursday to Sunday. So
then we took a trip to Valpo to visit their annual Winter Lights Festival.
Oh, I think it's a great opener for the Christmas season. I know it's before Thanksgiving, but it gives everybody a chance to come out and see Santa and take a wagon ride and see all the lights, and we get a really good crowd out here, so it's a lot of fun.
Things are lighting up for the holidays, and it's only November. This is Sam Massey for CPTV.
Black Friday is the biggest shopping day of the year. As many shoppers scramble to get the best deal possible, things can get a little crazy. CPTV's Lexi Simos took a trip to South Lake Mall to hear some of the retail workers' Black Friday horror stories.
I've enjoyed the heck out of Black Friday. Customers come in, and one particular story, we had the Coffret sets, which are little miniature fragrances stacked high, and within minutes, arms were swinging and everybody was buying, and they were gone in minutes. So it's just, everybody wants to have fun on Black Friday, and it is really a good experience. It's dark out, but everybody's shopping like it's broad daylight.
I have worked at Walmart, Target, JCPenney, Dollar Tree, and a lot of other retail stores in the past 10 years. And I would definitely say that Walmart is the craziest for Black Friday. People are rude, they're in a hurry. Usually before Black Friday, before you're allowed to grab the stuff, they let people in the store. So they fill up the store with all the customers, and then they have say by 6 p.m. you're able to grab your item. So you have all of these sections lined off with the Black Friday prices and the products, and you're not allowed to take your stuff until the certain time hits, but usually people are already fighting over the stuff before the time gets there.
And the craziest Black Friday story that I can remember is a pregnant woman getting into an argument right in world's longest line, and she saw a woman get out of line to go get a pair of socks that was a couple steps away. And she came back, and the pregnant woman told her, "You need to get to the back of the line. I've been waiting here for a while. It's not fair to just get in front of everybody." And she was like, "I was just stepping out for a second to get a pair of socks. I'm with this woman that was right in front of you. It's not a big deal." She's like, "Well, I'm pregnant. I've been standing here, and it's not fair to get in front of me like that." And so the woman says in response, "It's not my fault that you're pregnant." And so as they're arguing, people are just going around them to ring out. And the whole point of their argument is because she wants to be next in line, and everybody's just going around them. And by the time the argument is over and we've diffused it, there's nobody in line, so they finally get to check out.
A reminder that school will not be in session on November 28th and 29th for Thanksgiving break. School will resume on Monday, December 2nd.
And lastly, at this time of year, we can't help but ask, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving is that we're allowed to eat in study hall again, because we weren't allowed to eat for a period of time. I don't know, we all know why we weren't allowed to eat, but we're allowed to eat again, so that's what I'm thankful for.
I'm thankful for my friends and family, and I'm thankful that they're also really supportive with the choices I make, and they put me onto the right path.
And I'm thankful for my family and friends and my coach for helping me out through all my years and stuff.
I'm thankful for my family and friends for supporting me in anything I say and do, and that I'm able to say what I'm thankful for and have this support in a free country.
I'm thankful for being able to play a sport and having parents that support me no matter what.
That's it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in and being with us.
Remember, you can view all of our past episodes on crowntownmedia.org.
You can also follow us on Twitter at CrownTMedia.
For Ramsey Harkness, Sebastian Zenowitz, and all of us here at CPTV, I'm Elise Hochbaum.
And I'm Olivia Bianco. We'll see you after the break.
Take care.